Hi guys, welcome back to my season 10 of Wentworth. Sorry it's been so long, I've just had a lot on recently, but we're now back with episode 5 called Freedom. This episode starts with Chrissy in her cell preparing for a day at court. She reaches under her mattress and pulls out a shiv, quickly hiding it in her pocket. Ali enters the cell and wishes Chrissy luck. They begin to talk, and Chrissy tells Ali that she hates how men like Jonesy always just use her to get what they want. Ali agrees as she feels the same, but she also tells Chrissy that there are some good men in the world, just like Mr. Jackson. They look into each other's eyes and they have a moment, both leaning in, about to kiss, when Linda suddenly barges in to take Chrissy to court. In the unit, Boomer makes Rita, Ruby and herself a cup of tea. Ruby's hand is bandaged since Lou cut off her finger in the last episode. As Chrissy leaves, Rita wishes her luck on her day at court. Ruby and Boomer talk about her baby, and Boomer tells Ruby that she's having a meeting today with her lawyer about the possibility of reducing her sentence. Up in her office, Bridget opens the door to see Lou being escorted into the office by Jake. Lou refuses to talk to Bridget when she keeps talking about the bomb, but as soon as she mentions Reb's name, Lou breaks down, telling Bridget that she blames the officers for Reb's death. Bridget states that Lou is blaming everyone, apart from herself, for the death. Lou refuses to take any blame of what happened to Reb, so she just stands up and storms out of the office. As she's walking back to her cell, annoyed, Lou notices Steve Faulkner, the new GM, and pulls him to the side. She continues to blackmail him and says that she wants to be allowed to have visitors again, as they have all been taken away after the bomb. Eventually, he reluctantly agrees to allow her visitation rights. Meanwhile, Ali enters H6 and sees Lisa, who is joint top dog with Lou Kelly. She wants to make a deal with Lisa. She offers the opportunity to join their crews together if Lisa agrees to help kill Joan Ferguson. Ali begins to talk about the past and brings up everything that Joan has done, like hotshotting her and killing B. Lisa tells Ali that she'll think about her offer, and Ali leaves. As Lou enters, Lou asks Lisa what she is considering, but Lou ends up telling Lisa that no matter what, she can never ever trust Ali or her crew. Back in Bridget's office, Bridget is having a session with Joan Ferguson. She asks Joan why she killed Dr. Miller. Joan explains that it's because she thought that she could trust him, but he betrayed her. Joan admits that she's having trouble to contain her demons, but she desperately wants to do the right thing. As soon as her session ends, Bridget goes straight to Will and Vera and they have a meeting. She tells them that Joan doesn't show any psychopath tendencies and that she's battling, trying to become a good person. Although Vera agrees with Bridget's diagnosis, Will is convinced that it's all just an act, and that Joan is just trying to do whatever she can to stay out of the mental institution. Will makes Bridget agree to continue her sessions with the freak. Miss Miles enters H1 and tells Boomer that her lawyer is waiting for her. As they walk back to the visitors centre, it is revealed that Frankie is waiting for Boomer, and that Frankie is the new lawyer. They share an emotional reunion, and Frankie tells Boomer that Gavin called her a few days ago to help Boomer, so of course Frankie agreed instantly. Frankie tells Boomer that she's certain that she'll be able to have her sentence reduced. At court, Chrissy comes out as a surprise witness. Jones is terrified and annoyed that Chrissy tells the court of how Jonesy put her in Wentworth to kill Rita. Chrissy quickly runs up to Jonesy in the middle of court and places a shiv from her pocket against his neck. She threatens to kill him and slit his throat unless he tells the truth of everything that's happened and all of his crimes. Joni confesses everything and even tells the court where the evidence of all of his crimes are. Chrissy then slits his throat anyway, saying that no man will ever use her again. Jonesy then collapses and bleeds out to death. The guards quickly restrain Chrissy. As Bridget is leaving the prison for the day, she bumps into Lou. Bridget apologises to Lou for pushing her too far, but Lou tells Bridget that she was actually right. Sheila killed Reb because of something that Lou has done, but Lou tells Bridget that no matter what, she's not going to change for something that can't be undone. Will then gets a call from the court and is really happy about it. He asks Linda to bring Ruby and Rita to his office instantly. When Ruby and Rita arrive, Will tells them that Jonesy was found guilty at his trial and that Ruby can be released immediately. But unfortunately, Rita still has to remain in Wentworth due to the charges of killing Drago. As she is packing up her things ready to leave Wentworth for good, Ali, Boomer and Rita all say goodbye to Ruby. Rita makes Ruby promise to keep her nose clean and to stay out of trouble, and Ruby obviously agrees. Ruby is then escorted out of the prison, but as she's walking down the corridor she crosses paths with Lou Kelly, who congratulates Ruby on her release, but she also tells Ruby that they will be seeing each other again very soon on the outside. Ruby is obviously shaken up by this, but nonetheless she leaves the prison alone, walking out of the gates as a free woman. Back in H6, Lisa and Joan are sat at the table drinking tea. Lisa then talks to Joan and warns her and tells her that Ali wants her dead. Joan responds with an evil smirk and tells Lisa that she already has plans for Novak. So guys, that is the end of episode 5 of the new Wentworth Prison series, series 10. Please let me know what you think and what you want to see in future episodes in the comment section below. Please, I'd really love to hear your feedback. That was quite an epic episode and I can't wait to see what you guys think of what happens next. There is a lot more in store. We are now almost halfway through the series and I hope you've enjoyed it so far. Thank you for watching.